Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hello fellow writers. So it is 2 days until June 1st, and again, if you don't know, I am working on my story called LKZ, The Lost Kingdom of Azakia, and I am writing a new plot in June. I'm hoping to do a chapter or a scene a day, and it's my goal for tonight to have those two things: the outline of the prologue and a fleshed out understanding of my magic system. So I'm gonna take you along with me to figure those things out. So for the magic system, it has a scientific element where people with a specific type of gene receive the magic, but it's not like there's one family. It could be anyone. It's not super specific like that, but at the same time, it also passes through your genes. Like, you can inherit it from your family members. But does that make sense? Because are you inheriting the ability to use the magic? Or are you just inheriting the gene, which then allows you to inhabit the magic? Because if you don't have that specific... Oh, well, I forgot. They don't know this yet. But in their 17th century mind, it's the magic that they're passing on to their biological children, when really it's just that specific gene that they're passing on that also happens to interact with the magic. This is really helping me. Now the question I'm asking is, how did one of my characters receive a specific ability by accident? Maybe I want to keep the same explanation as before of like how these people get these accidental powers, but do I still want it to be temporary? And is this the only way to have that ability? Like, can someone be given that ability? And I want to say yes, but if I say yes, does that mean that this character has an ancestor who was part of the kingdom, which is within the bounds of the magic, which is would be realistic in the world because they live in that same place? So that does fit in. That can be an explanation. Or do I want it to be temporary, which means the other character received it temporarily, but then that means she didn't inherit the power? I don't know. So I'm done. Now it's time for me to actually plot the prologue. As I was saying before, the way that I wrote the prologue, it starts with two characters in a very dire situation and they're running away from people. I want to keep it like that, but I want to start off with the main character of that part. I want to start off with her remembering something that the other character said, and then go into explaining the magic a little bit. And then I don't want to go into too much detail about what they're about to do. I kind of want to skip over it a little because the part where they're running is the most important part. The point of this prologue is to create suspense and to provide a little bit of a backstory of what's happening. Backstory on the kingdom, the magic, and all of that. I just don't want it to be too much for a beginning. I want it to flow smoothly and not feel like, oh, it's a fantasy book that adds a prologue just so that it can like info dump at the beginning and tell you how the world works. Because I'm doing that a little bit, but I want to do it in a way that kind of shows this is how everything started. This is what caused everything that happens next in the book. This was the, what do you call it? Not the tipping point, but this was the beginning of all of that. That's all that I'm trying to show is this is the beginning, and then everything happening after is the little crumbs, and that's why things are the way that they are. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing that. Okay, so I didn't really outline it. Just pieces of dialogue and thoughts were coming to me. So I just honored that and instead wrote what I want to put in there and what I want to change. I think this will have a better effect on readers the way that I wrote it. I think this way they won't be so overwhelmed with all the information. Just as long as I don't put everything in one section. And that's kind of the difficulty, because I'm trying to explain why these people are running, and that has a whole backstory. So yeah, but I'm doing it in a short form way. Shorter sentences, going straight to the point, no vague nonsense that I was doing before. Just, this is what happened. These are the chain of events that occurred that caused whatever is happening right now to happen. And I hope that because this will be the first thing that I write June 1st. June 1st, I'm working on the prologue. I'm writing the prologue. I don't know if I'll do chapter 1, but I am for sure doing the prologue. And I'm not rewriting the entire thing, so I could probably get to chapter 1 as well. But the point is, I'm mostly modifying how the information is given and changing the beginning as well. Okay, so I'm gonna continue working on that, and I will see you later. Bye!